Shila Chupasho Idam Guru Randa Mandala Kamyatayami
Sangha
Chudam Soki Chonamla Chanchu Bardu Dami Kyasuchi Daki Chungen Gibe Sunamgi Yola Penchil Sangye Jupasho
Sangha
Chudam Soki Chonamla Chanchu Bardu Dami Kyasuchi Daki Chungen Gibe Sunamgi Jola Penche Sangye Jupasho
Sangha
Chudam Soki Chonama Chanchu Badu Dani Kapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sunamgi Jola Penche Sangye Jupasho Shmogity Dogity Shmogity Dogity. You take it over, yeah, please.
Yeah. So this is the homework for my last class.
Okay.
Do I need to introduce my test? No.
Oh, please, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Please introduce your text
My test.
to all the guests.
My test is about Vinaya. It's about the vow morality, and this test is very difficult because the tradition of the nuns' vows have been lost for over 1,000 years
In Tibet.
In Tibet. Yeah, thank you. So it is so some information are missing, so it's very difficult to talk about this. Focus to find all the information. And then there are 8 categories of the vows, 8 big categories. Some are for lay person, some are for the ordained person, means nun or nuns. And it is relevant to us because we can apply that. Even though we are not ordained people, we can still use them. Like Geshe has been teaching them to business people in China in the last few months. Okay. And here's the homework for last class. What are the categories that we covered in last class? 3 hints.
Here we're going to prove wrong ring. Everyone was asleep in the winter like the bear, and maybe they remember something, but maybe they don't.
Huh?
Clothing. Одежда. A group to do with clothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other groups?
Apparently there were categories.
Yeah.
Robes, yeah. What other categories?
I'm willing to share.
Yeah, nice. Not being willing to
I
share.
forgot that one, sorry.
I forgot it too. He was probably the only one awake at that time.
And another one? Huh? Things you have. Just,
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Articles.
And
Was there any other ones?
No, there's 3.
Come on, that's got to be all.
Select.
What did you have?
I think maybe I forget some.
Household work.
I think it. Oh, yeah, household work.
Yeah, we still talk about housework.
I don't remember.
Housework in last
It's
class.
all a blur.
And related to eating and ropes.
Robes. Okay.
Yeah. I will add what Gibson said
Okay.
just now. And please give one example of unique simple downfall which relate to eating. Eating.
Too much.
Oh, I remember.
Crackers in bed.
Yeah, eat more than once a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Taking
Anything?
raw vegetables that you're gonna go home and cook.
That's
Or that's housework.
the previous. That's
Yeah. This is eating more than once. Yeah.
And the one, please give one example of unique simple downfall which relate to ropes.
Accident to wash your rope.
Yeah. But
More than yes, more than one.
no, it's that you don't separate with other
Yeah, you
people.
should separate
And they can see the dirty stuff on your clothes.
Yeah, the white stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leaving the white stuff on clothes.
3 words.
Eating.
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 Horseplay.
Gotcha.
Or gotcha.
Gotcha.
Oh, misspelled. DG. Okay.
DGO.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. DG.
In Vinaya.
The problems.
The problems if you don't keep the vow.
Yeah, the bad results or the bad consequences if you don't keep the vow.
Yeah.
So it's it's the same word that we use for the thing that emptiness is emptier.
Same pronunciation.
Exactly same spelling, gotcha.
Yeah, gotcha.
But in Vinaya, it means if you break this vow, it will hurt people like this.
The problem.
So it means something to deny, you see, something to refuse, you know.
And
Yeah.
cool.
Clothes.
Excuse, excuse me.
Oh, respect.
Yeah,
Respect.
respect. Yeah,
But clothes is GOS.
yeah. Close as GOS. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe she meant GOS. Maybe you're just perceiving the future. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, here we go. Back to the saddle again. Okay, this explain why this is difficult. These vows have been lost for 1,000 years. They don't make full nuns anymore in Tibet for 1,000 years. They still make them in China, Thailand, Burma, Vietnam. So we are recovering the ancient book, and it's very corrupt. So it's a lot of work, okay? But it's exciting. It's also exciting. Yeah.
It's also the oldest. text
This is the
in
oldest
that, right?
language
So
in the room.
language is
This is the
very-
oldest language in the room. This is straight from the Buddha, 2,500 years ago. Okay. So it's difficult for many reasons. And it's being taught by a man. Which is, seriously, it's kind of a problem. Okay, so anyway, we are in a set of vows called vows to do with not wanting to share your stuff. With the first one had to do with when people praise another nun, you get jealous and you don't want to share it. You don't want her to share your praise. You want all the praise for yourself. I don't know why I have to see this vow. Then the next one was you tell the other nuns, don't go to this person's house because I spent a lot of time developing this sponsor. I taught this sponsor for many times because I want their money. And I don't want you going to their house for food. Okay, don't ask them for food. This is second vow. Now the third one. Please read.
내 감각의 몸
Kage.
가게 몸아 독집죄 거파장
Yeah, good. Nekang.
room
House.
Yeah, residence. Okay. Kagemo. Kechemo.
It's not loud.
Such and such.
Oh, yeah.
So and so. Okay. It's like you don't state the name of the person. I don't want you going to such and such's house. Okay. This is I don't want you staying at such and such's house.
Stop staying.
And this cheek is what?
One.
No. Come on, you guys. You're sleepy today.
Whichever.
I thought I was sleepy.
There's not a day
Sheep.
where I would have known.
Shok. Cheek.
Huh? Choke.
And so on.
Imperative. Don't do it. Okay, don't do it. So before we had, don't go to this other house. Now it's saying, don't stay in this house. And then what's it mean? How do we check what it means? Where do we go?
So
We
now,
look for the link sheet.
Yeah, Lengxi, explain.
We look for the circumstance that happened during Buddha's time that showed, oh, we need a vow about this.
Yeah, it's called the original incident.
Original.
Okay, for example, in the early days of Buddhism, it was allowed to drink alcohol. And then somebody got drunk and did bad things. Then Buddha said, okay, now we need a rule. So Lengxi means the bad thing that happened, that Buddha had to make a rule. And they're very fun and interesting. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to give you the... I like this one. It's kind of cute. So I have to go and find them. in 100 ancient books, and then I give them to these guys. So they're free. They kind of help you translate it correctly. Okay, the vow is very short. Don't stay in this house. So here's the Leng sheep. Here's the original incident, which is called Serna Chepe, the original incident for being cheapskate, not wanting to share. Okay, Bom Gamo. What's her name again in Sanskrit? Stulananda. There's one abbess, boss of the nunnery, who did half the vows. She broke half of them. She was the reason they made about half the vows. She is naughty, just like Alison. Okay.
Thank you.
Jupe Yarkang. What's Yarkang? What's Yar? Summertime. Yar means summer. It can also mean to loan somebody something, so be careful. Gyar, okay? Yar, high tone. So this is a summer retreat house. Monks and nuns are supposed to spend 3 months of the summer in their retreat house so they don't kill bugs. Okay? Yakandu. Gelong Ma. Some other nuns. So she built her own little retreat hut for the summer. And then some other nuns, Lobor Ong, all misspelled.
Come and go
Lobor.
removably. Adventitious.
No, this Lobor means suddenly. In colloquial, it means suddenly. So suddenly somebody showed up at the door. Some nuns, okay? Namni, ne, chine. And she said, okay, come on in, I'll share my retreat house with you. And they came in, Nena. Lobodor. Then suddenly, again another suddenly, okay, they started to get a lot of attention from sponsors. Like, these are great nuns. Boy, much better than the one who was here before. And so people started offering them. Nyepa means to find, right? But in Vinaya, it means gains. They were getting red envelopes and stuff, and a kurti means a kupa.
People were showing respect.
Yeah, ancient word for
Bowing.
respect. Okay, and de Serna Dedak, she got Serna.
She got a little cheap about it.
Yeah, she got jealous, so she didn't want to share the attention. So de means kick him out. De is a violent word for kicking out. De means like get it, take him and she threw him out. Okay. De means what you do with wild animals in your house or something. Then Como Changwei Tsena Changwei. And then she said, me, okay, this is her talking. Me, Como, ancient word. Okay, Como, I, Tangbo, or cold, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, without the S, cold, okay? Boy, when I was building this house, when it was cold, I got freezing. And Tsawai Tsaina, Tsawa.
When I was hot.
Yeah, this is probably Nyen, actually. This Nyen means danger or to be threatened by. So I was tortured by the cold. I was tortured by the hot. Ngawa Chembo, I built this house.
Stuck in great suffering.
Yeah, with great fatigue, right? Dungyal comes from that. I killed myself to build this house. And this Yarkang.
Summer retreat.
The summer things. And those guys are just kajam.
They're just saying.
They just sweet talk people. They just sweet talk the sponsors, and I'm the one who sweated over this house, and I built it. Okay, so she threw him out. Oh, they kap ye means to divide the circumstance. It means to take advantage of someone. It means to take a chance, take an opportunity. Kap ye, ancient word for divide the time, means choose a good time to take advantage of someone. It means take advantage of someone. These are just sweet talking honeys who take advantage of me, who are taking advantage of me. Okay, and she threw them out. So that was, now the vow is clear, right? Let's go back to the vow. Tell another nun, you cannot stay here in such and such a place, in such and such a place. Okay, now you know the story. If you don't know the story, sometimes they're difficult to understand. Okay, here we go. This one's funny. These are all funny. Niepa.
Niep tu mi juk he ta. Oh,
Gyupa.
gyuta. Ki zik
Seek.
si zik rak te
May.
me
May
me
day.
me de go pa tang.
Yeah, this is the gopa as a synonym for nirvana in Nick's text. It's cessation. But here it means stop them. Stop other nuns. Okay? So you get to see these philosophical words in a daily context. Stop the nuns. Sorry?
Cursing.
Yeah. I thought you were accusing me of cursing. Okay.
The cursed people.
I can. I can. You know I can. But I don't want to shock the guests. Nyepa nyedu minjuk means don't let them get things, right? Nyepa means gains, right? In Vinaya, it means to get red envelopes and stuff like that. Okay, nyepa nyepa. To acquire, to get. And you don't let the other nuns do it. And the way you stop them from getting stuff is gyu. What's gyu with an S? Truco. Yeah, you use a trick. You trick them. You lie to them.
Oh, so that's
Yeah, this is SGU.
it's a swan.
Yeah, it's a swan. It means my own correction to the carving. Okay, the carvings have got to be wrong here. Okay, so you say something, sikme. You say something to trick them, so they won't go to a certain house. You know. Okay, because you don't want them to get the red envelope. Okay, so let's go look at what happened. You want to see what happened?
Oh yeah.
I like it. There's a funny story. Okay. So here, the dark print is my own notes from ancient books. This book happens to be from the 13th century, before Tsongkhapa. It's a famous book because it's before Tsongkhapa and we use it in the monastery. Okay. Nyepa la Serne. Do you want to read? Let me just read it. Nyepa la Serna chepe langshini. So you are, what do you call it? You don't want to share. You're stingy about gains, meaning other people getting gifts from the public. Okay. Bom Gamo. There's our bad girl, Stulananda. She says to the other nuns, okay. Punu means sisters. It's an ancient word for sisters. So she says, "Oh sisters." She addresses them respectfully and sweetly. She says, "Oh sisters, oh my sisters." Okay, Mida, those people at those houses down the street. Okay, they are Chamses, they are Brahmins. And they are Yatsen Chen means weirdos.
Oh.
They are weirdos, okay? And they're probably gonna deck you with a stick. They're probably gonna hit you with your stick, and your lepa will care.
Your brain will hurt.
Your brain will split open. They're gonna knock your brains out with a stick if you go to that house, okay? Okay. So don't go there. I tried to go, and actually, Hajang Ngar Sunam Lamdo. Lamdo means success, and it means that those are actually places where she had success in fundraising before, so she doesn't want them to go there. Shenam Doa Dok, she stopped them from going. Okay, like that, and then she went there and got more stuff, and that's all. Okay. Okay. So it's to trick. Now let's go back to the text, the root text, okay? Yeah, you don't let other people get things. You trick them. You say things to trick them, and you stop them. Okay? Okay. Okay, this one's easy. Please read. You guys can translate this one.
Cheaper teaching.
Mm-hmm. There's a word for this. What is that? Pigu? No, that's a different word. There's a special word for this. Sirna. I forget. Anyway, it's a special, specific, strange word. And it means
Possessive.
you don't want to teach people Dharma because you don't want them to know more than you. It's a special kind of possessiveness.
Yeah, right. You talked about.
There's a word for it. I don't remember. It will come to me. It's a ugly word.
Possessive?
It's a kind of serna,
Tibetan or English?
Tibetan. I don't forget. It's very rare, but it's an ugly word. It means you refuse to teach the Dharma because you don't want them to know the Heart Sutra, because you don't want them to teach it and look better than. You see, it's holding back what you know. Okay, and there's a word for it. I think it is piku or something. But anyway, okay, Chula Serna. Here's you want the Lengshi?
Yeah.
Here's the Lengshi. Here's the story behind it. Okay, Chula Serna Chepa. He names the vow, which is being cheap with Dharma. Okay.
Being cheap with Dharma.
Guess who it was? Bongamo. Nyene Namki, the ones close to her, the nuns who were close to her, said, Chuki Lung Shu. They asked for a transmission of the Dharma, requested Shu respectfully. Songla Reishi Komen Nudu Sushi Puram the Sindhu Dai. Then she's like, yeah, if you want Dharma teaching, then go make me some jars of honey, and Sindhu means pomegranate juice. And Da Pensen Gyane Lungmachin, but then they worked a lot, and then she didn't teach them.
Oh.
They gave her a lot of offerings and stuff, and she didn't. She just tricked them, and didn't give the. Okay, what's that?
Nobody could stop her.
I'm sorry.
Nobody could stop her from doing this.
No, she's the abbot. Yeah. Well, Buddha repeatedly corrected her. Yeah.
That's why he made her a nun.
Right.
Like Devadatta.
What's that?
So we can have a
No.
That's right.
It's probably a JC.
What'd you say? Say it again.
Sword?
No, that means a fist, actually. Okay. There's a word. Anyway. Okay, that's all. She just tricked. She got the offering, and then she didn't teach him anyway.
No, so it's the previous.
Oh, let's go read it. You want to go read it? Yeah, out of a sense of possessiveness, you don't teach the Dharma. You're unwilling to share. Okay. And it's a terrible karma. It's a really bad karma. You should always teach everything you can, and you should always share everything you can. And if someone else becomes a better teacher, you should be happy. You know, it's a difficult thing because we're normally jealous of other people. But okay, here we go.
Actually, I'm just wondering, this Bongamo thing, could that be just like Leijin Chujin, figurative name?
No, it's a real lady.
Real person?
Yeah, it's a real lady.
So sad.
But probably she took the hit for a lot of things that she didn't do.
That's
You
the
know,
purpose of the
Yeah,
teaching.
yeah, I don't know.
It's like Shariputra.
You okay?
Could Trato have been the word you're looking for?
No,
Or Narsa?
no, that's malice. It'll come, probably next year.
You repeat it 3 times.
Piku.
It's rare, but it's a very, very clear, perfect word. No, not pigu. Pigus are not rare, I think. Okay, here we go.
A new group.
We have only 2 vows in the next group, which is the 11th group of 14 vows. We have 180 minor vows to cover. There are 364 vows total for a Buddhist nun. Half of them are in these minor vows. And these are very difficult to find, very difficult to translate. So there are 14 groups. We're in the 11th group, so we're making progress. Hopefully we'll be out of these vows soon. Yeah, then we have to keep them, which is a different thing. And my Lama taught me this book. When he taught me my vows personally, and he taught it from this ancient book, 13th century. Yeah. Okay, Tungje Bashik. Two that relate to residences. Okay, they relate to where you stay. The last one seemed to. The last one had a lot of residence stuff, but the theme was not wanting to share. And now it's something about residences. Okay, so here we go. Please read.
Chu chi pa ne kang le kyu pa ne.
Yeah, group number 11. There are two vowels in the group, and they relate to residences, where you stay. Okay.
PQ.
That's it.
Oh, nice.
Be cute. Be cute. Is the not wanting to share the Dharma. It does sound like piku. Say be. Cute.
Is it
Be
DP?
cute.
Word?
Be like beja?
I think it is.
Don't look at my face.
KHYUS or something like that. Be cute.
Be like book.
Be cute. Yeah.
What's the literal meaning?
It doesn't have literal meaning. It means I don't want to share the Dharma because I don't want you to get better than me.
Okay.
You hold back because you don't want competition. Like when I tried to learn diamond cutting, it was almost impossible.
Wow.
No one wants to teach you.
Right, because it's a child.
They don't want competition.
Inside
Yeah.
business.
It was very difficult. I had to pay $8,000. At that time, that's probably like $50,000. And no, in the New York.
They don't have this kind of
What monastery would that be?
Yeah.
In the diamonds? No, cutting them is a secret. It's a big secret.
Folding the paper.
You can't even watch somebody cut. They won't let you watch them.
Apologies. Spelling again. PQ.
Probably DPA
DPA.
apostrophe KHYUS or something similar. You could look up KHYU and you're probably going to hit it. I don't know.
DPE space MKHYUD.
MKHYU.
MKHYUD. Okay.
Not sharing the Dharma because you don't want people to be
You don't want competition.
go teaching and
Yeah.
make you look less good.
Okay. By the way, the karma to look good is to share as much as you can, right? And ain't that the way samsara goes?
Ain't that
You
the way
know,
it goes?
yeah.
What's the word for ain't that the way it goes?
Deiten.
Daytime.
In his text, right? It comes again, by the way, a few times. It's like, ain't that the way it is? Yeah. The way samsara works is when you refuse someone teaching because you want to look good, you don't look good, and then when you share, you look good. Okay, first vowel relating to residence, please read.
Nam,
Good.
Rang Nam, Shen,
Lam. Say lam.
Nam,
No tongue. You can hold your tongue. Lang.
Rang,
It comes from back here. Lam. Yeah. Rang lam. Shen
Rang
la.
Nam, Shen La, Chok Che,
Chun wei.
Chen Wei, Jiang Rung Ge Long Ma, Shen Jia,
Yar.
Shen Ya,
Yar.
Tang Ne, Ker,
Chupa.
Zhepa Tang.
You've had all this, okay? The only word you don't know is cholwa. And that means, like I have a friend who just bought a house in Sedona, Margie
Yeah.
Meyer, and she wants someone to use it. And that would be chulwa. Like she turns over the keys to you and lets you use it. It's called chulwa. Yeah. So rang means either it's your own summer retreat cottage, or someone else has entrusted it to you. Okay, and then doesn't matter. Kyang means either case. The other nuns, you tripa, and that's that word again for kick out violently. Okay. In fact, there's a monk's vow about not doing that to other monks, no matter what they do. You're not allowed to be violent about it. You're not allowed to be disrespectful about it. You can kick them out, but you can't tupa, you know. It means like pick them up. And I went to Ireland one time and we were walking down the sidewalk and we went by a bar and a guy floated out of the door, you know, and fell in front of us. And he's like, this big guy just, that's tripa. He got tripa from the bar. From the pub. One day I was in Galway, Ireland. and we're putting up signs for my talk. We're taping up signs, and this guy runs up. He says, "Oh my God, you get your Michael?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he said, "Oh my God, I wanted to listen to your talk for my whole life." I said, "Well, Friday night." He says, "Oh, Friday night? That's pub night. I'm sorry, I won't be able to come." I'll never forget it. He said, "That's pub night. That's a drinking night. I cannot come. I have to wait till next time."
The man's got priorities.
This is very
That's all, just to kick nuns out. It doesn't seem much different from the other one. Maybe the motivation is different or something. I don't know. Okay, but you kicked them out of here.
If the house has been entrusted to others, then sort of presume maybe they're kicking them out so that they can stay there.
I don't. No, it says either one. Kyangrum.
Right, but before
Either it's your own or someone has entrusted it to you, and you don't let other nuns stay
entrusted
there.
to you.
Yeah.
What is the shen? Oh, by others too.
I'm sorry. Either it has been entrusted to you or it has been entrusted to someone else. But in any case, you refuse to let other nuns stay there. By the way, a good example of Chulwa is here, Damek. You are Chulwa. You are entrusted with the keys. They often use Chulwa with the keys.
So Chua is interest.
Yeah, they trust you or someone else. They let you use their house as a summer retreat, and we do retreats all the time, right? They let you use their house for retreat, or either they let you use their house for retreat, or they let the other nuns use their house for retreat. But in either case, you kick people out. Okay, how's that? You kick them out violently. Okay. Yeah. Okay, go.
Geloma shenkin pa shenki kim na nepa pap ki kyur
True.
che ki che pa te che pa le kyu pe tung che ni tang.
Yeah, it just seems that the same thing, except they don't mention Yarkang.
So,
Yeah, some residents. Gelong Mashen Kimki. It's another lay person's house, and other nuns are staying there. And tap means here in Upaya, right? Skillful means. But in Vinaya, it means tricky means. You get them kicked out somehow. And I think I have a lengthy for you on that one.
see her name there.
So it didn't mention whose house it is.
It says the house of a layperson. Yeah, but it doesn't say retreat residence might be owned by a nun. Yeah. Yeah, this is just that she set it up that some nuns got kicked out of a layperson's house because they didn't pay enough respect to her. Okay. Here's a gotcha, by the way. You are hurting your own kind, which means your sisters. You are hurting your own sisters. Okay. Lungak kangrungi. Either you kick them out or you talk in ways that cause them to get kicked out. That's all. Nothing very. No sexy story. Okay. All right. We're in group number 12. There will be 16 vows here. Okay. Yeah. And they're called, you can read it here. Please read.
Chuk ni pa dong pa le kyu pa chuk ni.
Yeah, chuduk. Domba can mean a lot of things. It can mean vows. It can mean self-control. It's the third of the four powers.
Refrain.
Yeah, promise, domba, that you will restrain yourself in the future. Say shak dom. A good confession has two parts. Shak means you admit it to everybody. Dom means in the future you restrain yourself. So dom can mean restrain yourself. Okay, you hold yourself back, control yourself. It literally means to tire yourself. Okay. Okay, so these are 16 vows that relate to control, or self-control, or we'll see. I call it restraining yourself. Okay, let's see. Okay, go. By the way, we're looking for 120. Okay, I think it's 120 we gotta go through. Okay, we're getting there. It's been a depressing trip. Okay, go.
Ke long ma shen la tung we shik le pa ma tong wa tang ma top pa tang ma tok yang
มาทก
ma top yang
จัง
kiam tong
โทษซ้ำเป๊ะ
to zam pe zam pa tung zam pe tung wa ke len pe len pa tang dok pa che pa tang.
Okay, good. Gelomachin, another fully ordained nun. Okay. Tunga, yeah, they broke a vow. Okay. She means
the root for.
the event here, or the instance, or the circumstance. You matong
We didn't see it.
lekpa.
Well, clearly.
You didn't clearly see her break the vow. Okay. You didn't absolutely for sure confirm that she broke the vow. Okay. And you didn't either about it. You didn't hear any correct report about her breaking the vow. Okay. And you don't even talk correctly.
Grok it.
Yeah, talk means to have a suspicion. Okay, tokpa means, even in colloquial nowadays, he's got some tokpa about me, but I didn't do anything. Okay, so tokpa means, so you don't have a clear reason to suspect that she broke a vow. You don't have evidence. Okay, you just don't like her. Okay, you didn't hear anything, you didn't see anything, and you have no reasonable suspicion. But totsambe cheer samba, just out of a motivation to hurt her. Totsamba means to do damage to her. Okay, you leng about her tungwa.
Tell.
Yeah, you talk about. You say she broke the vow, tumbache, and you teach other people. You tell other people, oh, listen to what she did. So you blah blah about it, and you go to other people and you start describing what she did, but actually you don't know anything. Okay, you don't even have a reasonable suspicion. It's just all malice. It's just all you want to hurt the other nun. Okay. Okay, that's a depressing one. All right, it must have happened a lot, right? Okay. The worst kind of is the hinting one, right? They say, oh, this monk is so nice, and you're like, yeah. He keeps his vows so pure, and you're like, yeah. Okay. Okay, Chinese people, why? What did I say?
Eat.
Yeah, more why. Yeah. Don't say eat. Yeah, yi. Clear yi. Yeah, yi. It's not like I'm hungry. Okay, yi. Okay. No. Yi. Not yi. Yi. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, like you. Yeah, shen yi. Shen yi che pa.
Cha we le tu na do wa tang.
Yeah, this is a very hard one. I spent a long time on it. Because non-dorwa means to swear. You know, like in the American court, you put your hand on a Bible and you say, I didn't see him murder somebody, you know. So it's very serious. Na means swear. Holy promise. Dor means to throw out. We saw torwa in sweeping, for example. But non-dor is an idiom that means to swear on the holy book. Like I swear. Okay, like in America, in Western countries, you have to raise your right hand. You have to put the other hand on a Bible, and you swear, even if you're a Buddhist. Okay, no, in the court you still have to do that, right? Or if you become president, you have to put your hand on
the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Yeah, so help me God.
On the text of your choice.
Probably
So
nowadays.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
The Arizona senator did on like a law book or something.
Yep, she did.
Okay.
Oh, she did the Constitution.
The Constitution.
Ledu means for the purpose of chudu. It's the ancient word for chudu. Ledu means for the purpose of. Okay, ledu. Shen yi chepa. Yi chepa means, do you know?
Fish.
Yeah. Direct the mind to.
No, it means believe. Believe. Yi che. Yi che kim and do. I told him 100 times, but he doesn't believe me. Yi che kim and do. He doesn't believe what I say. I told him 100 times I'm going to pay him tomorrow, but yi che kim and do.
So you break the vow when they believe you.
Now it's very interesting. So I studied this. I studied this for a long time, as I said. And what happened was, where is that? So I went through this whole thing.
Thank you.
By the way, the 13th century text has, what do they call it? Annotations, footnotes.
All right.
And they carved them in half size. And that's how you know where's the footnote. It's not at the bottom of the block. Because you can't predict on a block how far it will take. So you just start carving in half size. And possibly it's on the wrong page or the wrong line. And you have to be a genius to figure out where the hell does this go. Sometimes they will carve dots up the page. And sometimes the dots break off the wood. So what I'm saying is that in these notes, I forget these annotations, they are out of place. So I blocked them out. Just ignore them. They go to the last vow. But they got carved on the next page. In the middle of the book. Just anywhere. And sometimes they're split on 3 lines like this way. It's crazy. It's insane to try to figure it out.
But usually in our text database, how do you recognize the half size?
Well, I told the kids, okay, because the people typing are like the ancient carvers of Tibet. They cannot read the book. And I don't want them reading the book.
Yeah.
I hired purposely people who cannot read. I just type what you see.
So
Just be a machine. Don't correct things. They will correct things wrong. Yeah, you put a little geshe on those books, it's a disaster. Yeah. So I say,
you recognize
just type what you see.
the half size.
Yeah. Oh, we have a parentheses. We use parentheses. Yeah, but they're in the wrong place. And then you gotta really understand the subject matter. So anyway, I'm just praising myself again.
Fine, as long as you're not criticizing.
Now the point here is what happened was all the monks and nuns were being naughty, and specifically the nuns were not getting along with each other, and the public all knew it. Everybody in town knew it. They were not being nice to each other. They were often criticizing each other, grumpy towards each other. And everyone knew it. And then in public, they would get a sutra and say, we take the holy Dharma, we take the holy Buddha, we take the holy Sangha. The Sangha is everything. The community is everything. And then people got disgusted with them, Yeah, you stand there with a book and you swear the Sangha is everything. And then the minute you get home, you start arguing with each other and we can hear you. So don't go. So Buddha said, no more swearing in public. Okay. It's cute. Okay, no more swearing about the Sangha in public, because people can hear you yelling at each other out the window. So I guess if you're not yelling at each other, you can go swear it. Okay, but it was interesting to me because what does it mean, a vow against swearing to the 3 jewels? I mean, what's wrong with that? And that's the Lengshi. You got to know the Lengshi. Okay. Now let's go back to the vow. I had like 4 pages of notes. You want others to believe that you have a tight sangha, and you take your sutras out to the public square and you swear to the truth of the sangha. Okay, and then everyone's disgusted, and what did we say about these vows the other day?
Discrepancy.
A lot of them are aimed at, you don't want the public to make fun of you. You see, apparently it hurt the sangha more that people were laughing at them. She's out carrying a prostitute's umbrella, going door to door for food. And it's not that people say she's a bad person. They say she's a joke. And it hurt the Buddha more, that they were laughing at the sangha. You see, so. Okay.
I'm just wondering, those people who don't know the Lengshi, how do they observe all these vows?
There are very few monks and nuns who know their vows.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry to say. And there's a strange custom in the Geshe course. You don't learn the vows till the end. Yeah, you're in the monastery for 25 years before you study the vows. Vinaya is the last subject. It's amazing. I was like, whoa. My Lama, the day he ordained me, took me up and started me through this book. So that's it. But that's an exception. That's a special Lama. And I'm sorry to say I'm not aware that there's any special classes to learn your vows. Same with tantric vows. You see all over the world. You see lamas pay $50, come for tantric initiation. You are not allowed to give an initiation until you teach the vows. It's breaking every vow to give an initiation for $50 to someone who doesn't know the vows. Okay, because then they can't keep it. It's breaking all the principles of tantra to give a public initiation without teaching them the vows first. And everybody does it. All these people do it. Okay, and my Lama freaked out. He's like, I can't. He's always freaked out about it. Okay. Anyway, here we go. 86.
Did he ever talk about how he learned the vows?
The monk's vow?
No,
Tantric vows. I think mostly from Tijia Rinpoche. That was his tantric Lama. The Dalai Lama's younger,
his monk's
junior
vows?
to this. Yeah.
His monk's vows, like how did he?
Monk's vows from his teacher.
Yeah.
That he stayed with. And then at some point, that teacher was offered a very lucrative position. And my Lama would have gotten a lot of money out of it. It was like one of these European papal appointments, And my Lama ran away. He refused to go. He wouldn't leave the Geshe course. And his Lama left. And then he was Lama-less for a while. Okay. Anyway, here we go.
2 minutes, Geshe.
Let's do this one.
Shentanki rangi
Shedanki.
ranki lula no pe su
So, Dikpa.
patang.
Yeah, I'll say it quickly, okay? Because we're out of time. Dikpa means to threaten, but it came to be a word for bad karma. Okay, it came to be a synonym for migewa. Okay, and a scorpion is called Dikparanya, who threatens you all the time. Okay, then kutsur means a fist. Okay, rangilila nepa means you hit your own body like this. Okay, because you're having a fit. Okay, you're having a fit. Now here's the Lengshi quickly. Okay. Yeah, she was just having a fight with some other nuns, and she got very emotional, and she started pulling out her own hair and hitting herself, just to make a scene. Okay. Okay, that's all. Then Buddha said, no hurting yourself. You can hit yourself, but don't hurt yourself. Like, don't damage yourself. It's the word in the vow is damage. You see, no means damage. You're not allowed to damage yourself just because you're really having a fit. Like kids get on the floor and hit the ground and like that. She was like that. Wonder where she is now. I probably met her somewhere. Okay. All right. There we go. I don't know how you're going to turn those into a life tool, but God bless you.
It's about how Lord Buddha run the Sangha.
Yeah.
So we can turn them into
This one is more like the daily life. First one,
Yeah, repeat it. Alison has a comment.
no, just while Geisha is talking about how can we make a life tour out of it, I just said that it seems like Lord Buddha make these vows to manage to run the Sangha in order to spread the Dharma better. So maybe I was thinking we can turn them into how in modern time, how can we make the rules to run the company, to run the organization. For us, we are spreading the wisdom. We are organizations. How can we use the make the rules, but to run our organization better, so together can better spread the Dharma.
You can think of the Sangha as like a modern corporation.
We actually
Buddha was
have
running a
the
corporation.
rule like our employee cannot approach CSP students for their personal gains.
Yeah,
That's a good place to start. I don't know.
Any
I don't
like
I can go either way. Yeah.
They were like, damn, we gotta do it. Yeah.
Yeah, probably there's some corporate rules here.
Yeah, remember these are life tools for nuns. Thank you. They
Yeah.
are life
They are like tools.
Yeah, they are. They're already like tools for nuts. Okay, here we go.
Tight to do.
Puki Jushi Meto Cham Rira Lingshi Linde Gempadi Sangye Shindu Mite Uwargi Jokun Namda Kinga Chupasho Inan Guru Rana Mandala Kanyatayami Di Kewo Kun Sunam Yeshe Tsotso Shin Sunam Yeshe Le Chuwe Damba Kuni Tobasho Shmogi Doki. Can't wait till we get through those five.
Doctor Who's up next?
Okay.